Welcome back to Edgework, part of the Hammer Betting Network, presented by Pinnacle. I'm presented by FanDuel. I'm Zack Phillips, joined here by Alex Moretto and So Money. We have a ton of games on the schedule here today, so we're not going to waste any time. We will get right into it. But before we do, I want to remind people that today's show, as always, is sponsored by FanDuel. The NHL is back, and everybody knows that hockey just hits different. FanDuel is bringing you more action than ever. You can load up Power Play with the hottest same-game parlays found on the Parlay Hub. Lace them up and follow your bets with player prop tracking or bet on the fly with the Pulse. The hunt for the cup starts here. You can get more from the NHL with FanDuel, North America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can kick off the season with $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just place any $5 bet. You'll get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Disclaimer: please play responsibly. You must be 19 plus and physically located in Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-866-531-2600. That's 1-866-531-2600 or visit connexontario.ca. Guys, last night, back in the win column here for the show, we give out 3 bets. Obviously watched a lot of market movement here during the show yesterday as things were being given out, but we had the under 6.5 -120 there in the Kings Leafs game. That one loses. Leafs win that one 6-2. We have the over 6 -120 in Utah Anaheim. That one clears pretty easily, 5-4 finish. And the second piece of that would be the Ducks money line that we had plus 122. Anaheim wins 5-4, helps get the over and gives us the money line. 2-1 day yesterday. We are up half a unit after that one. So nice to be back on the win side there. I think that one pretty much puts us at even on the season. We're slightly above, I think like 0.1 units up so far this year, but regardless, back in the win column, back positive on the year. Let's get 2 games today. I don't even want to waste any time. If you are watching right now, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, all that kind of stuff. We'll answer questions. We can get to stuff as we go through games here today. And obviously at the very end, we'll get to our anytime goal scorer bets and parlay at the very, very end. Matty D, let's go. Second time here and you got me hooked. Welcome back. Glad you were hooked and glad you came back here as well. Let's get to it. Let's start with Ottawa, New Jersey. So Money's favorite team in the NHL, but the New Jersey Devils on the road here tonight against Ottawa. New Jersey -137, the Sens plus 114, total of 6.5, -110 to either side. So Money, I'll let you take the lead on this one. What are your thoughts on this game and your Devils traveling to Ottawa?
My Devils, my Senators as well, right? Like both
Yeah,
of these
that's
teams,
true.
I'm pretty high on. I think the number's good. We're at -137 now, so I won't have a play at this number. In the mid 120s, I would have wanted the Devils. This is one of those situations where I think that both teams are not more so Ottawa. I think they're still being undervalued in the market. You see Ottawa coming off a 8-7 game, and that doesn't really sit well with a lot of people, right? Like, yeah, you won, but I mean, you gave up 7 goals in the game. So there's a lot of that plays into it. New Jersey, they had a bad game against Carolina, but that was a spot where you knew you were going to get Carolina's best effort. So I would expect New Jersey to come out with the win here, but I can't get there at that number right now, though.
Not there at the current number. Moretto, is there anything for you, side or total, that you'd have any interest in this game?
I bet the Devils at a much different number. I'll wear it. I'll wear a half unit. There's a -130 and a -131 in market. I'll wear it for a half unit there. That's fine. Let's get some action on the show today. I feel good tonight. I think we're gonna have a big night. So I'll start this out with playing a slightly different number for half a unit. I definitely wouldn't go full at that price, but there's a couple -130s and -131 out there, pretty widely available for everyone. So I think everyone should be able to get a number like that. Basically everything So Money said. Yeah, I'm fading this Ottawa team. I'm not high on them. And I know I wasn't as high as these other guys for the Devils, but like the offense is really starting to get going right now, and I think they're starting to hit their stride. And I think this is just a good spot, good matchup for them here. So with the injuries Ottawa has to, yeah, let's lock it in.
Half unit Devils -131. We'll lock in here. It's kind of at like a midpoint. I did see even some slightly better numbers out there. Those are not widely available. Just want to point that out as I do say that. There are some slightly worse, but you can find a number in the middle that is available. I will say that. So -131 half unit Devils locked in here. So money before we move off this game, Connor. So money come to Prudential. Beers on me.
You got it, buddy.
There you go. Moretto, are you a closet Devils supporter?
I guess so. That's the whole thing about the closet, right? You can't just openly admit it if you are. I mean, come on.
The chat's gonna do anything and everything they can to kind of drag you into that. Final thing here on this one. Would New Jersey and Reg be good? Our friend Matthew asking here. 110. Let me see.
It's the same. I mean, it's the thing with these bets, like -1.5 regulation, like they're the same bet as the money line bet. They're just a derivative of the money line price. So you're basically betting into the exact same market. So like if that's the way you prefer to go and you wouldn't want to lay the juice, it's a similar. I mean, you're betting the same essentially number to what those -131s kind of are. I personally wouldn't go that way, but I mean, I'm not gonna say you shouldn't. So
yeah,
your call.
Yeah. Obviously on those ones too, shop. Like that's the best thing if you're going to try to look for those other markets. That's kind of just, I mean, that's the most basic advice of all time. I'm not adding anything special, but yeah, definitely something to do there. Let's keep moving. LA Kings, Montreal Canadiens, LA on the road on the second night of a back-to-back here, -130. The Habs +108, a total of 5.5 to this one here on FanDuel, -134 to the over. Moretto, are your Habs being undervalued in the market here yet again?
I need to see a little bit more defensively from the Habs right now before I'm willing to back them at this price. They have been bleeding some chances a little bit. That Kirby Doc line, the second line, has been bad. I think it's a little understandable. The guy hasn't played hockey in like over a year, so it's going to take him a little bit of time to get back up to speed. But yeah, there's some real rust there, and that second line has been kind of caved in a little bit, which has made it tougher for them to generate offense when the top line's not on the ice. It's made it defensively a bit more difficult. They're kind of getting caved in a little bit. So Kings, I would expect a response from them. Honestly, not a bad game from them last night. The Leafs generated really nothing. Big Save Dave was horrific.
Not great.
Yeah, like allowed 3 goals above expected. So he was pretty brutal in that one. Bit of a misleading score line. So yeah, I don't think we're getting any sort of discount on the Kings or Habs. I think the number's kind of fine, and not really looking to bet an under right now, the way Montreal's been defensively, but I don't want to get in front of the Montembeault train either with an over. So I'm just to stay away here for me.
You want to get in front of this Montembeault train, so money?
Oh, you mean Team Canada starting goaltender? No, not right now. I think that when I was looking at this game, you look at the Kings number,
Oh, you muted yourself, I think.
Muted so money.
That's just great. So yeah, what I was saying is that I have a tough time justifying the Kings priced like this against anybody on the road right now. Yes, they did not play bad last night against Toronto, but they're just not getting goaltending right now. Besides the first game against Buffalo, which Kemper, for whatever reason, turned into whatever that performance was.
Yeah.
And of course we had Buffalo. But besides that game, they just haven't been getting the goaltending. And it's similar to the situation that we had last year as well, where there were many times where like I felt that the Kings were fine. There was nothing wrong with them. They just need a save here and there. So they obviously didn't get that last night. I do agree with Alex. I think that if Montreal showed a little better defensively, I think I would be there. But for now, yeah, this is a game I want to pass as well. Normally, I would be on the under here, but I just need to see something from the Kings, something from their goaltending. So, so for that, I'll pass. But yeah, it did. This is another reluctant pass for me because I would like some. You know what? Let's go with the under. Actually, let's go. Let's
There you go.
let's go with the under 6. I just
We are firing today. I love it. Every
What
game,
number do
playing
you
every
need, so
game.
money?
no, we won't have played every game, but yeah, let's do that under.
Okay, what number do you need? I'm just trying to find. There was the 5.5 plus 100 on FanDuel as we plus 110, excuse me, on FanDuel as we pulled that up. Look around into market. There's like under 6, minus 105s, minus 109, minus 110s on the under 6. Probably minus 110 most commonly available there.
Yeah. Let's do
Good.
that. Yep.
Okay. All right, we'll lock that in. Under 6, minus 110. As we go to do this, Claudio asking, do your opinions change with a Primo start? Do you guys anticipate Primo starting?
I don't
here,
anticipate
though?
Primo starting. No.
No. But yeah, if Primo was starting, that would completely change my opinion on this game.
I would maybe nuke the Kings at that point. Yeah. Primo was scoring on his own net against the Bruins. It was a spectacle. So yeah, you can't back anything Primo right now, that's for sure. But I definitely don't think Primo will be starting. Montembeau's out there right now. I'm literally looking at tweets where he's warming up with the goalie coach. So I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be starting tonight.
Okay, let's keep going. Another one locked in. Let's move to Washington, Dallas. The Capitals hosting the Stars here tonight. Washington plus 126, Dallas minus 152. Again, another total of 5.5 plus 100 to the under, minus 120 to the over here, according to our friends over at FanDuel. Moretto, back to you on this one. Thoughts on the Starettos? Anything here?
There's a lot of other games I have a lot more interest in tonight that I don't really need to get involved here. I think the side is well priced. I do kind of lean towards no, honestly, I'm just looking at the market right now. Actually, I don't lean towards anything side or total here. Yeah, I lied about playing every game because unless so money has something here, this is definitely not one that I'm betting tonight.
So money, anything for you?
No, there's no reason to step in front of Dallas right now. Like, yeah, they are overpriced, right? Like, you look at the number, like they're absolutely overpriced. But they're being priced like this for a reason right now with the way that they're playing. Yeah, there's no reason for me to step in front of that right now.
Okay, keep moving then. Columbus, Buffalo. Columbus plus 112 at home. The Sabres minus 134. Total of 6.5, minus 108 to the over on this one at FanDuel right now. So money, back to you. Are you involved in this dumpster fire of a game tonight?
Yes, of course I am.
There we go.
And the chat's gonna hate me for this, right? Because I just can't quit the Sabres. They're not playing poorly, right? Like yesterday, last night against Pittsburgh, I thought that they looked bad, but for the most part, they've been okay. They're a young team that got into a back and forth with the Penguins and they got sucked into the style that the Penguins wanted them to play, and they didn't have the ability with where they are in their development to recognize that Pittsburgh was pulling them into a type of game that they didn't want to get into with the Penguins. So, and I feel that Buffalo is going to respond. They are going to get back to the kind of the game that they do want to play. And even if they don't, for whatever reason, I don't think Columbus is the team that's going to take advantage of that. So we're at, let's look at the number here, minus 134. Yeah,
there's some better numbers if you shop around a bit too.
Yeah, if we can get under the minus 130, then I played the Sabres, but if we can get under the minus 130, then
I can give you minus 130.
Yeah, that's good.
Right at minus 130.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do minus 130.
Okay. Sabres minus 130. So we're looking for Moretto. Double down on this one. What are your thoughts?
I fully agree. I fully agree with that. Happy to double down here on that one. Anything is better than a double best bet on the Blues, right? I also
we're not talking about the Blues anymore.
Oh, we will soon. Don't worry. I haven't played it yet. I'm just waiting a little bit right now, but I do really, really lean towards the under here. Columbus has kind of struggled a little bit to generate offense, and they've been better than expected defensively. And I think we're getting a little bit of a discount here because of the fact that the Sabres played that high octane back and forth game last night. But again, like so many mentioned, that is not the type of game they want to play. When the matchups call for it, like against LA, against Florida, teams like that are comfortable playing those, lower event games, they've been really good defensively. Offense hasn't been, scorched earth either. So I probably will end up playing it. So I think I guess at this point we don't need to wait. I'm happy to fire on those under 6.5s if we can get like a minus 110 or better.
Yeah. Okay. So we can get you under 6.5. Let's go with a minus 107. There's like minus 110s, minus 115s. There's a couple minus 105s out there right now, but 07. Think that's fair?
Yeah,
I'm gonna negotiate with you guys here on these a little bit. Minus 07.
Perfect.
Oh, so money. There you go. Right as he goes to chime in, freezes.
You're back. You're back. So money.
Oh, did I freeze?
Yeah, you froze fully.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I love how Zach's sitting there making deals. I can get you this number.
Yeah. I'm trying to put us at a point here that is not going to get us in trouble with the chat and people coming after saying, "Oh, that number was only available at a couple spots." Here, I'll give you a midpoint, and then we can make everyone happy.
I don't want to give anything out that people can't get either, so I'm good with that.
Minus 07, full unit. Moretto tracked on that one there. The under 6.5 in this game between Buffalo and Columbus. Perfect. Sabres win 3-0, 2-0, and we call it a day. We're all happy. Everyone in the chat as well, send your anytime goal scorer props for tonight's games. I want to see what you guys have. We'll star them. We'll come back to them later in the show at the very end there. Say yes or no to what people have. Let's do one more thing here before we get off of this game. Kevin asks in the chat, thoughts on Werenski to win the Norris? Similar to Carlson with the Sharks a few years ago, he has been jumping into the offense like crazy. This is not something that's even kind of come up or crossed my radar at this point in time. So Money, you kind of nodded at that one. You got any thoughts on this proposal from Kevin here in the chat?
Yeah, I just and I saw Ron's message there at 150 to 1. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They are making a concerted effort for Werenski to get him more involved and for them to try to generate more offense from the back end. So yeah, at the 150 to 1, I think it's definitely worth throwing a flyer on it.
Moretto, anything to add on that one?
No, yeah, I mean, there's definitely worse bets to be made at that number. He'll probably play a ton of minutes. He'll be relied upon in all situations. So that definitely works in his favor. It's just how bad is Columbus going to be? Because if they're near the bottom, and I know it's such an outdated stat, but like if his plus minus is in the gutter, which it's very possible that it could be because of that team, then it's going to be hard for him to get the votes. But he's in a situation where he's going to play a ton, and he's going to play on the power play, he's going to play on the penalty kill, he's going to play all that. So yeah, it's worth a flyer.
All right, let's keep it moving. Canucks, Panthers, Vancouver minus 110, Florida minus 110 here on FanDuel. Total of 5.5, minus 104 to the under, minus 118 to the over. Moretto, I'm sure somebody's going to have a lot to say about this Canucks team and this game here tonight. So I'll let you start. Any thoughts before somebody comes in and kind of hits this one out of the park?
I'm really upset about the number being destroyed here because this was one of my favorite plays that I wanted to give out today. I bet the under 6, but there's no 6s left, especially not at the prices I got here. Honestly, I like the under quite a bit. There's still a plus money, 5.5. We don't have to track it, I guess, because it's not, I guess, I don't know if everyone will have access to it. If you do have access to a plus money 5.5, I'd play it still. If you don't, at this point, I'd probably pass. Unfortunate, but I do really like the under in this situation. Panthers have generated absolutely nothing without Tkachuk and Barkov. Canucks still remain a strong defensive team. Obviously, they've blown those late leads, and that's kind of made them look worse than they are. But like Silov's bounced back from his last start. Lankinen's, a solid goaltender as well. Canucks shelter them pretty good. I think the Panthers team is still one that is built out from the back, and they still prioritize defense. Should get a Bob game here after night went the other night. So everything here just points to a low event game. Canucks trying to get back on track. Panthers trying to weather the storm without Barkov and Tkachuk. I think that there's going to be very few goals here. Just the market agrees. So what are you going to do? Just a timing thing here. We didn't really get the show was earlier. Maybe we would have got this in, but at this point, numbers kind of sailed.
So, Money, what do you got for us here? Your thoughts on this game tonight, where the numbers currently set at?
Yeah, I played the under as well. I agree with Alex. If we can get a plus money 5.5, I'd be good with that. Canucks, we know what Florida is. They do want to play defensively, and they do want to play low event hockey. I'm just bringing up their chart from last game here. Even in a 4-3 game, in a game that had 7 goals, it was still a low event game, right? Merzlikins was just terrible in that game. So I think that Florida, we know for the most part what we're going to get. They're going to play a strong defensive game. The Canucks, they did not look good defensively against Tampa Bay, and I think that they will try to get back to that. And Florida won't have any problem playing that way. So I think the under makes a lot of sense. I did want some Canucks. They were at plus money, but I just couldn't get there. So I don't have anything on the side there. And the reason is because the Canucks just aren't showing me anything right now. We saw them struggle against Calgary, obviously, and against Philadelphia. And then they stepped up in class against Tampa Bay, and that game probably should have been a lot worse than it was. So I haven't seen anything from them until I see some signs of last year or any semblance of the way that they can play. I can't get behind the Canucks right now. So we'll pass on the side. If the total comes back, then the under makes a lot of sense here.
Moretto, you want to just go on this total here? 5.5 plus 102 right now?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, we do have a plus money? Yeah,
We do have a plus money,
There's plus money. There's
Yeah.
minus 101s, minus 102, like kind of sitting into that range here, minus 105s. But there is plus money on this one. I can do plus 100. That's what I can give you right now. Okay.
Sure.
So we'll go. Both of you guys want to be tracked on this one? You both want to take this? All right. There we go. The under 5.5 plus money grab for this game. Relative to this game, I'm going to bring this up because this is something that I've seen a couple of times, and I feel like we should give him the credit. And I just kind of looked across to where some of the stats are sitting at. Charles has brought up a couple of times the idea of Reinhardt to win Art Ross. Currently on FanDuel, if you bring up show sponsor here, we can see Reinhardt sitting at 200 to 1 on FanDuel. I'm sure there's different prices across market if you shop around as well, but 200 to 1 for Reinhardt, Art Ross, and then if you want to flip over to Rocket, you can find Sam Reinhardt 85 to 1. It is, I think, at least worth bringing up and getting your thoughts on this. Charles has brought it up a couple of times saying to go on it, but just in terms of where we're at, if people are wondering, at this current time that we're discussing this, points, Sam Reinhart is in second. He's 3 back of Evgeny Malkin. Obviously, he's tied with a bunch of other guys at 8 points. Malkin is sitting there with 11. Go to the Rocket and the goal scorer market. Dylan Gunther is in the lead with 5. Reinhardt sitting there at 4. Bunch of other guys with 4 as well. But a guy like this with a number like that, 200 to 1 on the Art Ross, you got the 85 to 1 on the Rocket there as well. What are your thoughts on kind of diving into some of these as things go on and as you see them pop up like this? Because Sam Reinhart, at least if you're going to base it off of what happened last year, this is not just like a fluke that he's putting up numbers like this. Like, he's being capable of putting up some points. You saw him put it up for a consistent full season last year, was able to do it. Now he's off to another hot start here. Is this maybe a spot where you start to dive into some of these futures markets like this, Moretto?
Yeah, I'd be fine with a Rocket bet. I think that's definitely a good bet. He's a focal point of the power play. He's a focal point of that offense. Like, he's going to get a ton of looks no matter what. I don't like the Art Ross play. I don't think he's like, he doesn't get enough assists, and he never has. That's never been like a big part of his game. You need to, like, if you're going to win the Art Ross, you need to like finish in like the 80s at least in assists. And I don't think he's going to come anywhere close to that. So I don't love that. I mean, obviously at like 200 to 1, I guess that's taking that into account, but I don't really think he has a realistic shot there. Rocket for sure he does, and obviously the number sounds good. They're going to be playing with very good players every night. My only concern with that, I guess, would be the fact that, like, does Florida put enough of an emphasis on the regular season for the entire, 6 months of it or whatever for him to kind of keep this up, right? Because I think it's easy for a team like this to sort of get into a decent position and then sort of start to coast a little bit. Maybe that plays into it, but yeah, I don't mind the Rocket look for sure.
So Money, any thoughts on this award? Or these awards, I guess there's two.
I think in general it's fine to start playing them. I have Rantanen as the Rocket right now.
Oh no, you tailed Albert on that one.
Oh, he has it too. Yeah, well then he's gonna win then. So yeah, but I think that at this point in the season, it's good to take long shots. At least you have some equity in your ticket. I agree with the sentiment in general, specifically with Reinhardt. I think that the Rocket makes sense. I was just, while you guys were talking, I was just trying to think of kind of reasons why it wouldn't make sense, but really there isn't. Like, I mean, if you're getting that number on the Rocket, I think it makes sense.
Do we want to add it to the sheet here?
Give me some more time to think about it.
Okay. We'll leave it for now. Let's keep going with some more games. But Charles, I saw him bring it up during that game while you guys were talking about it. It's something I've seen him pop in the chat once or twice and a couple other times. So I wanted to bring it up and just kind of address it. Let's go to Vegas, Tampa. Vegas on the road here tonight. The Lightning minus 138. The Golden Knights plus 115. Total of 6.5. You're plus 110 to the over. Moretto, what are your thoughts on this one? You got any involvement here?
I don't. Also, I just want to say it's confirmed Montembeault is starting tonight. So that just kind of came across here right now. So Montembeault will be the starter. In terms of this Lightning game, I mean, I am pretty high on the Lightning. I'm pretty high on both teams. I think this is going to be a fun game, one that I'm happier to just sort of sit back and watch as opposed to get involved in with it. I don't think there's anything really that I'm dying to play at these current prices. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe So Money has more interest than I do.
Anything for you, So Money?
Yeah, I do. I do want to get involved with Vegas. Vasilevsky was confirmed right now. So that kind of throws me off a little bit. I didn't. Yeah. So back to the game. I do. We can lock in Vegas. I think that I'm higher on Vegas and a little bit lower on Tampa Bay than what Alex is. But yeah, I think that at that number, Vegas, there's value there. Also, I think that Vegas, the way that they've been playing the last couple of games, we talked about this before the Washington game, and I was a little bit surprised that they still looked as poor defensively as they did. So they've shown me enough with this core over the years that I'm going to go back to the well again, thinking that they do want to clean it up defensively. It's going to be tough to do against Tampa Bay, but I think that Vegas has the ability to score with them as well. So we'll go Vegas plus. Is that a plus 115?
Yeah, it is.
It's a little tough.
I'll do you a plus 120.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, there you
While
go.
you're at
Plus
while you're at
120.
it tracking these things, can we jump ahead for a quick second and lock in an Oilers bet right now at minus 120? There's still a bunch of minus 120s around, and the market is starting to run there. And I
Yeah.
wanted to be able to get that one, and we can talk about that in a bit. But there's still a bunch of minus 120s around. If we could do that, that would be swell.
Okay, chat. So Vegas plus 120 money line. That's one that's locked in. And Moretto is adding Oilers. I'm trying to find for you Oilers minus 120. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oilers minus 120 here. We'll lock in as well. We'll get to that game in a little bit and the reasoning behind it. But as of right now, we'll just lock that in so people can get to those numbers before they start to go.
This market is flying these days, man. It's crazy.
All right.
There's a lot more money in this market.
Yeah.
Anything else to add to this Vegas game here before we move off it? We can jump to the Oilers one next, Moretto, but anything for you to add?
No, nothing else to add here for sure.
Okay, let's just get to the Edmonton game right now then. What's behind this Oilers money that's we're seeing right now and your reasoning for the bet tonight?
Yeah, I was hoping this would stick around a little longer, but like both teams have started very poorly, obviously, if you look at their records, but like the story of each start has been very different, where I think the Oilers are still near the top of the league in chance creation. They're still generating a bunch offensively, top 10 in expected goals at 5-on-5 and all that. While the Preds have just been able to get nothing going on offense. I think the new faces are taking a long time to gel. It just isn't working right now. They're near the bottom of the league. They're near the bottom of the league in expected goals offensively. It's been rough. So the difference here is the Oilers are actually creating, and they're just getting some bad luck. They're shooting 5% of the season. And now I know if you look at it, Nashville's also shooting like 5%. They're both bottom 2 in the league in all situations at shooting percentage. But the difference is the Oilers are actually creating a ton, and they have elite scoring up front. So I don't expect that to continue. Nashville's always been a team, and I know they brought in Marchessault. I know they brought in Stamkos, but they've always been a team with a lower shooting percentage. That's always been something that they've been plagued with. They need to have kind of volume on offense in order to score goals. So I think the Oilers start's just a little bit misleading. Like they've still been a top 10 defensive team too. The numbers overall are just, there's nothing there that concerns me. The Oilers kind of did this last year. They got sewered by Skinner, had a horrible first start of the year against the Jets, and then Picard was terrible against the Blackhawks in their second game. But Skinner's kind of turning it around here a little bit. Like I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about them at all. Whereas Saros, we've seen him start slow before in past seasons. He's got a ton of mileage. He's a guy who was injured in camp, a guy who plays a ton of games every year. It kind of takes him time to get going. We've noticed that now for a few years in a row. Hasn't looked particularly sharp to start the year. And I kind of want to keep fading this Nashville team a little bit right now, especially in a spot where I think we're getting an Oilers team that's been fine, that's just being undervalued because the results haven't matched their actual performances yet.
What are your thoughts so far on this Oilers team, how they've been early on here? So money, is this something you're getting behind tonight?
Yeah, I think I completely agree. We talked about Nashville in the season preview and a little bit later as well, that I felt that this team is just going to take a while, right? Like they've like brought in a couple of guys that are culture changing kind of guys, and when you're trying to do that, you're just not going to start historically. It's not going to start quick. It takes some time to kind of adjust and like integrate them into the style of play that you want. And sometimes what ends up happening is that the style of play that you want to play doesn't fit with the skill set that these guys bring, right? So it's gonna take some time. I'm not worried about the Oilers at all. Like in fact, I was kind of hoping for a better price on a Stanley Cup ticket as well. I'm hoping for them to lose a few more games. That would be the benefit, so we can get a better cup ticket. But for tonight, I do like the Oilers. I want them as well. And we talked about this last show. Nothing to worry about here for the Oilers and their fans. They're fine. They're just feeling their feelings right now after the cup run. Let them figure it out, and they'll be fine.
All right, let's go to Islanders Blues. The Islanders on the road here, minus 134. Blues plus 112, total of 5.5 here again. Minus 130 to the over on the 5.5. plus 106 to the under. Moretto, what do you got for us?
Yeah, let's go ahead and lock in an Isles bet if we can. Again, thank you for reading my message behind the scenes here, because the Isles number's starting to run as well. This is crazy, but
What do you want?
bet
Minus
this at,
130?
yeah, minus 130 is fine. I'm good with it.
Okay.
I honestly, I mean, this is one where if you've watched any of our previous shows or our season preview or anything, you kind of could have maybe seen this coming anyways from me. Blues team I'm low on, Niles team I'm high on. I continue to want to fade this Blues team. I think this is a great spot to do it against a very good Isles defensive unit. Isles have had a tough start to the season in terms of their schedule. Like, they played some really good opponents so far. Obviously, Colorado hasn't been great. But still, that's a tough matchup for them defensively, and they held their own very well. They played a very good Stars team, and they had the better of that game. So I like what I've seen from them. I think it's kind of verified my thoughts on them, whereas the Blues have had a really easy schedule, and they've looked bad. They've been pretty much, they've had the expected goals, the smaller share of the expected goals in just about every game except for that Sharks one. Their only real test was that Vegas game, and they were kind of railroaded in that one, 35% expected goal share. So, yeah, this is the first time also, I think, this season where the Blues won't have the edge in net. Obviously with Sorokin going up against Bennington here, I think that the Blues have been against some not necessarily weak goalies like Hill Solid and, he wasn't even Decord in the first game, but it was Grubauer. So yeah, they haven't played like a murderer's row of goaltenders yet. They're still not generating much offense. I think they're going to have a really tough go of it in this game. So yeah, I like the Isles, and I'm glad we were able to lock that in before the market really kind of got away from us here.
Isles minus 130, another one locked in. So money. Anything you're looking at in this one? Any involvement for you?
I'm not betting the Blues. I'm just I'm looking at the game right now, and just so it's not surprising that the Islanders took money. I do feel that the Islanders the Isles are on the right side, and I think Moretto nailed it. What I'm more interested in, and looking at a few of these games right now, and I'm noticing since the season started, is when these numbers are getting steamed, right? And I'm just not understanding why the Islanders would take money right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a game in St. Louis. It's a 8 Eastern start. The morning skate is going to be a little bit later. And I noticed that with the Devils, we noticed that kind of last time we were on the show as well. So, in terms of like for those that like have listened to our show, like that I'm bigger on like market dynamics, and like I'm having a tough time with this right now with why these sides are taking money at the time that they are. So
yeah, the timing of this market entry makes no sense for most of these moves.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's something I'm gonna have to figure out. But yeah, for this game specifically, I'm with Alex here. I'm not betting the Blues. That was as good of a situation as you can get against Minnesota, right? They had like 3 guys out, and not only did they lose, they gave up a goal to a goalie as well, right? So it's bad enough that you lose a game, right? But then to like have it end with a goalie goal, like that's tough. So I'm not betting the Blues. I think the Isles are the right side. I'm gonna completely miss the number here on the Islanders because I'm not sure why they took money right now. But we'll pass, but we will cheer for Alex.
Okay. Keep moving here. More games to cover that we have not got to yet. There's still a few. There's a full slate of games here tonight. Let's go to Rangers Red Wings. If Albert didn't take enough abuse, despite getting a win against the Red Wings the other day, Kanish is going to have another opportunity to get back at him tonight, even if he has no idea that this one's going on. Rangers minus 150, Red Wings plus 125, total of 6.5, minus 106 to the over here. Moretto, back to you. What are your thoughts on this one? The Albert Kanish Bowl, dumpster fire bowl. For a different reason.
I guess I'm trying to think if we should fire now or just hold off, but I very much would be expecting Jonathan Quick in this game. And I mean, if that is the case, I like the over in this situation. I think this is a Wings team that's going to bleed chances, and has bled chances up to this point. Like defensively, this is not a good group. This is a group that can score a lot of goals, though. They can score goals in bunches. Rangers right now, they are firing on all cylinders. Like they're playing some really high event games. They're playing some fun hockey. I don't see that slowing down here against Detroit. I think they can kind of name their score a little bit. And I think the Wings can contribute to this. Like if we do get a quick confirmation, that's the thing where like it just hasn't been confirmed yet. So I don't know if I want to jump the gun necessarily, but I don't know. Like So Money, what are your thoughts? You think we're going to get the quick start here?
I think so. Shesterkin had played
says
3
chat.
games here. Sorry?
Albert said in the chat it's going to be quick. I don't know what stock he put into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I'm like he's obviously dialed in with his team. So if he's saying quick, I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, then the over makes a ton of sense here. Then.
Yeah, I think if we are gonna get quick, I wanted to hear his thoughts on the quick situation because, but yeah, then I'm happy to track this over 6.5.
Over 6.5.
That's best price in market there at FanDuel too, pretty much. So we can go with that.
We're good to go on that.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go over 6.5 minus 106. Add in. C-Max says, Albert, thank you for sending that. Go make your bed. This guy is still in my bed. That's the problem. You're behind the 8 ball. You're in your bed, laying on your phone, watching the show, watching TikTok, missing market moves and missing an opportunity to get better. That's the issue. So Money's up at 6 a.m. out there, just grinding. 6.
Earlier.
4 a.m. This guy is up at just getting better every single day, and you're just in your bed wanking off using your on your bedside table.
Wow.
Come on. Okay, there you go. Another one added in. So Money, any other thoughts to add to this game before we move to the next one?
No, let's do this. Let's just stick with the over there.
Okay, so we have now gone through, for those wondering, what games have been covered. Devils, Sens, Kings, Habs, Stars, Caps, Sabres, Blue Jackets, Canucks, Panthers, Golden Knights, Tampa, Rangers, Red Wings, Isles, Blues, Oilers, Preds. Just wanted to let people know in case people come in here late and say, have you covered this game? Yes, we have, for the most part. We've got a couple left. Let's get to Sharks, Blackhawks here tonight. San Jose plus 152, Blackhawks minus 184, total of 5.5 here on FanDuel, minus 138 to the over on that one. So Money, anything for you in this one?
You know I love my Blackhawks this year, but it's really, I'm not laying that number though. I will pass on the game. Hope for a Blackhawks win. See, the Sabres are getting steamed in the market right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to. This is something.
The Devils got steam too.
Yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time on because there's clearly something going on there. But so for San Jose Chicago game, I will pass. Let's get a couple of points here for Chicago in our season futures. But I'm not gonna be laying this number though on Chicago.
Are you passing, Moretto?
I'm not passing. I'm not on the side in this game, but I said we're firing today. I wasn't lying. This will be my last bet of the day though. But I am on the over here. I wasn't actually going to give it out because it ran a bit, but it looks like it's been bet back a little here. So there's some plus money 6s. There's some, I think plus money 6 is probably the way to go here. Minus 105 at the 6 is fine too. This is the Sharks team that's struggled to score, but not struggled to create. They're playing some really high event games. They're allowing a ton defensively. It just hasn't translated into high scoring games yet, but that is definitely coming. And I think this is the perfect matchup for it against the Hawks team that has the offense going a little bit. Again, goals haven't exactly come yet, but the chances are there. And like, both these teams' shooting percentages are really low right now. They're both shooting at 6% on the season at 5-on-5. Those numbers are only going to go up. I don't care who you have up front. Like those are very low numbers for NHL teams. So those are due for some positive regression. And in what is going to be a goaltending matchup, no matter who's really in net here, that doesn't scare you. I think we're going to see these teams trade chances back and forth. I think both teams are going to treat this as a game they think they can win, and that should lead to a lot of offense. And I think that this is maybe the game that San Jose's offense kind of breaks out a little bit, because it is coming. And they are bleeding chances. Like, it is crazy how much they're giving up right now too. They're just going back and forth and playing some pond hockey. So yeah, it hasn't resulted in high scoring games yet, but it is definitely coming, and I think tonight's a perfect spot for it to come.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Let's keep going here.
It's supposed to be on the show
game.
tomorrow, but if tonight goes poorly, you can count me out.
Final game of the night here. Let's get to Flyers Kraken. The Flyers currently plus 116. The Kraken minus 140 at home. Total of 5.5 plus 106 to the under. What do we got? What do we got here? So money. Any bet for you?
Yeah, I like Philadelphia here. I think that they're playing well. They did have a game against Calgary where they gave up more chances than I think that they want, but they responded well against Edmonton. I thought that they played that Edmonton game about as well as you can play that game, considering like the difference in the offensive firepower, and a little bit unlucky in overtime to lose that as well. So I'm fine with the way that the Flyers are playing. We know what we're going to get from them. Seattle, they did have the 7-3 win against Nashville, but that's not saying much at this moment, considering what we know about Nashville up to this point. So I think that that's probably what is propping Seattle up in the market right now, and I just don't agree with that. So I do like the Flyers. I think we can go ahead and lock them in. If they get just even decent goaltending, they should be able to frustrate and shut down Seattle here. And I think that the plus 116.
Yeah, plus 116.
Can you do me better, Zach?
Give me 1 second here. I was just trying to see how many there are out there. I've got couple 120s. There's like 117. Yeah, well, I think the 120 is available enough. You good with that? Yeah.
It's definitely available enough, I'd say.
Yeah. Let's do the Flyers at 120.
Okay, Flyers at 120. Another best bet on So Money here. There you go. Is this it? That's it for the games today, boys? Any other sides, totals? I know a lot of stuff has moved throughout the show here. We obviously gave out a lot, so it's not necessarily like there's stuff that we've really missed. But with all the movement that's taken place, I'll give you a chance right now. Moretto first. Any games that have moved that you want to go back to and maybe jump on a number now?
No, I'm all tapped out here. This market movement's making my eyes bleed right now. I can't even. The board is lighting up like a Christmas tree. I'm gonna have a seizure here soon. So I need to take a little break.
Okay, so money, anything for you?
No, and I'm like, usually I love the chaos, but it's usually when I know what's going on that I love it. Right now, I'm not loving these guys, to be honest.
Okay. Peter, I think there's a cricket game in Pakistan we could fire on. Probably.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Is there an edge?
All right. Is there an edge? We'll do it. At this point, this is the time of the show where we get to it. Claudio says, today the day we hit the big anytime goal prop. God damn it. I hope so. Let's do it. We had 4 yesterday, and I actually felt really good about the 4 that we had. We only get 1 of the 4. No bueno.
I wrote 5 down today that I like, so I'm curious if we got any overlap.
Perfect. Okay, so Moretto's got the 5 that he's holding on to. Let's get to the ones that I've starred throughout the show here today. Let's start with Tuukka Leferrier goal tonight, boys. That's back in the LA game. Let's see what we've got for Leferrier. Oh man. Okay, plus 290 on FanDuel. Not quite best in market. There's some a little bit better out there, but pretty close. Plus 290 Leferrier against the Habs tonight.
It's Montembeau. We're on the under.
No.
Can't do it. If
Off.
Laferriere is scoring, we're toast. We're toast. Habs are toast. Under's toast. It's all toast.
Off. No. Laferriere, no. Sorry. Hall. I do like Chinnikov prop tonight. He says possibly a goal. That's why I Hal L. Chinnikov. I'm trying to find you
What's
guys a
the
number.
goal?
Sorry.
280. I mean, we are on the Sabres, so I
Best
people
in
are just
market too.
people are fading. Yeah, but people are fading our bets with these goal scorer props. I can't
I know.
cheer for a Chinnikov goal when we're on the Sabres here.
So money. Final say. No.
I got the
Thumbs
under
down.
too. So like,
Yeah. Okay. Being a little picky, I kind of like it. People are adding them as they go. Albert, get out. Quick anytime goal. Shut up. Keep moving. Dylan Cousins tried it last night. Didn't work. Sam Rothstein back with it again. Dylan Cousins plus 280 tonight, he says.
that's price of market FanDuel too. Let's do it.
So let's go. There you go. Dylan Cousins. Let's bouncing around as I lock this one in. Reinhardt, anytime goal, plus 130. Charles suggesting. Can't speak.
In a 2-1 Canucks win.
130 is tough. I do like it, but I just want a better number though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say let's get this one.
If you don't love it, it ain't going in. No. Reinhardt, no. Sorry, Charles. Get in your rocket bet, but no. Brian, Tyler Bertuzzi, anytime goal.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope there are
number?
a lot of goals in that game tonight.
Yeah, so okay. You guys kind of both gave me a yep, and then we're looking for
220.
Yeah.
220. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. In Brian Bertuzzi, anytime goal. In Matty D, McDavid, anytime goal, plus 140.
Yes.
Yeah, McDavid.
But we're getting
He
up
hasn't
there
scored
now.
yet, right?
We're getting what?
We're getting up there now with our with the number of guys we have now, right?
This is 3. This would be 3.
But anyone has there been a Draisaitl suggestion in the chat or no?
No.
Okay.
You can veto. We can veto.
Then. No. We can. Well, I don't know. What do you think?
Draisaitl 170, McDavid 150.
I know. I Draisaitl was one of the ones I had written down. I really like that number, that FanDuel number tonight. But I mean, McDavid is McDavid. I mean, you can't hate that at plus 145 either. So I preferred the Draisaitl, to be honest. I really do like the Draisaitl one tonight. But I'm okay with McDavid if we wanted to.
Or why don't we do this? We'll do Draisaitl and we'll give Matty D the credit if he wins.
Perfect. Yeah, he can take it, and he can take the blame if he loses.
Okay, so we're going with we're going with Draisaitl here. Okay,
Yeah.
so McDavid out, Draisaitl in. That is what we had. Jordan, there you go. I have Draisaitl everything. Okay, Jordan, Draisaitl plus 170, juicy. C-Mac, Draisaitl, do it. C-Mac also, McDavid will pass it to him, 100 assists. Okay, fine. Lovely on 2. Matty D coming back and circling around, saying he's in. That's it. Draisaitl in, plus 170. Okay, there you go. Oh, Jesus, Jordan. Brandon Montour plus 750.
Oh my God. No,
man. No.
I hope not.
Yeah,
okay, no. Where else do we have? Claudio, what do you guys think about Bedard? Anytime goal, plus 130. We added Bertuzzi.
You got Bertuzzi
plus
now, though. That's the thing.
So in that game. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing. We're gonna like double down on some of these. If you round,
no, we can't. We have too many games to have 2 in the same game, and it also makes it like impossible to round robin these 2 when you have I mean, it doesn't make it impossible. It just makes it tougher.
Yeah. Okay. No. Alex B also saying Bedard 2 points, Foligno goal. Good luck for the Hawks. Yeah, that would go with our over. But like the only thing is we did add the Bertuzzi one. We'll stick with that. Okay, so there was 2 I saw from There it is. Okay, so 2 from this game that got brought up. Connor, Timo Meyer, anytime goal. But before you guys give thoughts, C-Mac, Jack Hughes.
So I had Jack Hughes written down as one of my 5 as well.
He's in then. Well, plus 135. Are you okay with that number as 135?
Yeah.
So money, good.
Sorry, I was just getting the Dallas Mavericks playing for preseason tonight.
No worries. Completely understand. Hughes, good. Let's add that. That's 4 legs now. Connor Hartle, good with Jack. Okay. You know what? I appreciate that. Chat collaborating together to say, yes, we're good with that. Charles also confirming 1 per game is good. Last one. I don't think we have anything in this one.
How many are we at now?
Just checking. 4. I'm going to ask it. I'm going to ask. We can say yes or no. This is the last one I'm going to suggest. I kind of need a chat confirmation with this as well. Ryan, Slavkovsky plus 340. I'm asking for chat confirmation because we know why. We know someone on the show is going to say yes.
I can't believe I'm going to say this to you, though. I do agree with Albert's comment. I think the Rangers are going to score a bunch of goals tonight.
Okay.
I wouldn't hate throwing a Ranger in there.
Okay. Let's send some Rangers. You guys. Oh, there you go. Charles, Panarin, Lafreniere.
Yeah, Lafreniere is one I had written down too.
Okay.
Just because it was best price of market at FanDuel. They had the best number. That's why I wrote that one down.
So money, are you good with that?
Yeah.
But I'd be fine with Panarin too if you guys want to do Panarin.
Brandon says Lafreniere as well.
Yeah, I think let's do
Lafreniere. All right, that's it. Let me just check. Okay, yeah, Connor, laugh. There you go, done. That's it. Andrew just come last second. Kreider, laugh. There was too many laughs. We added laugh in. Okay, 5 legs, boys. This is the one.
I feel good about this one.
Yeah.
$10 wins you 2,300 on the 5-legger. Obviously, I still think going round robin these. Please do not just be hammering these. I want to stress that as well. Like this is, yes, we like some of these. We like the numbers they're out. A lot of them are best in market. We're going through these with you guys in the chat to put these all together. Play them individually, round robin them, like whatever. But when you're going to be putting these lottery tickets together, like please be playing them responsibly. We're not playing them like we are on the sides and totals that we're playing, or even just the individual goal scorers. Like just remember that beer money, pizza money, as Connor says, that's the best way to put it. So yeah, just wanted to stress that as we go to lock this in. But recapping what we've got for our goal scorers, Dylan Cousins in Sabres, Columbus, Bertuzzi in San Jose, Chicago, Draisaitl, Edmonton, Nashville, Hughes, New Jersey, Ottawa, and Lafreniere in New York, Detroit. That's it for our anytime goal scorer. Let's go to what we've got for our best bets for tonight's games. And we have to pull up the BetStamp profile. Make sure to go to the BetStamp app, Edgework HQ, to find all the picks we've given out this year. A lot of stuff has already started to move. Let's recap quickly. And we're going to start with Buffalo, Columbus, under 6.5, minus 107. Buffalo, money line, minus 130. The Kings, Habs, under 6, minus 110. Canucks, Panthers, under 5.5, plus 100. Vegas, money line, plus 120. New Jersey, money line, half unit. Remember, New Jersey, money line, minus 131. Oh my God, there's so many plays. So I had to go scroll down on the screen. Detroit, New York, over 6.5, minus 106. That's good for our goal scorer as well. Edmonton, money line, minus 120. Islanders, money line, minus 130. San Jose, Chicago, over 6, plus 103. And Flyers, money line, plus 120. That is a lot of bets for tonight. Appreciate you guys in the chat as always. Thank you to everyone who has, thank you to everyone who participated, liked, subscribed. Charles said responsibly spend the money already because it's winning tonight. Yeah, we are going to We are going to responsibly do that. I'm just dying. Like I see Mac pointing out that I was laughing reading those. It's just funny, like seeing the NHL slate and scrolling down on that and being like, yeah, there's like another part to the page of the bets that we've given out. I do like every bet that's being given out here tonight, though. So Moretto, So Money, thank you guys. Thanks for powering through the hour-long show here. Thanks to everyone in the chat who stuck around. I just want to point out, numbers this year, viewership has been way higher than in the past as well. Appreciate that. Like, you guys are showing up here right from the very beginning. You guys are participating, following us, commenting in the chat. It makes it a lot more fun. Makes it a lot easier to do the shows as well, a lot more exciting and interesting, and then the goal scores at the end have been a lot of fun. Haven't hit one yet, but if you're round robining them as well, I think we're probably, I mean, this is going to be the most, like, yeah, we've probably lost money, but like, we're about even, I think, if you round robin them. I want to point that out. If you round robin them, there's been a couple times we've won money back, or at least gone slightly positive on some of those. So it's fun. Thank you guys for participating as always. We will be back here tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time to close out the week with more bets and previews. There's a lot of games tonight, so hopefully you guys enjoy those. Good luck with your bets. See you back here tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time.